Yeah, well, you know, I mean, key in ballet is a lot of the balance, and I was really interested in the way that you were, you know, maintaining a really quite conservative posture with your knee and foot in the, especially as you're coming back to ballet and doing that work, which is, it sort of gives me a lighter heart, I guess, to see that there's nothing sort of particularly stressful going on there, and you're allowing yourself to, you know, move with an off balance sometimes action too, and then gathering. I mean, I was interested because your lower limb postures then are quite flexible, I think. Yeah. You get it?
No, I don't.
No?
So
No?
is it made?
Sorry, food.
So what was your name?
Food.
Food. So if you have hyperextension in your knee, you control it really well. You don't dance in hyperextension.
Oh.
Do you have hyper? I really watched. Shows you first, Clea. It just shows you first. Yeah, no. So
Good,
she
yeah,
don't.
yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah, you do have really good control.
Yeah.
No, so I'm saying you control really well. You've got really good medial gastroc development inside calf, so
Yeah.
I suspect you don't have posterior impingement issues. No, yeah. So often if there's not adequate development in the calf, there you get posterior impingement issues on the ankle, and that's quite apparent from the way you dance and the fact that you don't hyperextend. I am curious, if I can be quite direct, I'm curious if you have a lower back stiffness. Perhaps.
I do have a
And that's
injury as well.
yeah, and so that's apparent to my eye because you hinge a little bit above. You hinge about this far above your sacrum. That's where your movement comes from. So yeah, so to me it's a control issue but a mobility issue, and so that's what my eye was looking for there. So.
No, that's great. Yeah. And you're very strong in the foot. You obviously you come up really tall on your point, don't you?
I was shortest all the time in my life. So yeah, I'm trying to grow
Yeah. And Margaret, is it? Yeah. You've got really good calf development too, and there was something I kept seeing on your right foot though. I was wondering if you're I always get my terms mixed here. Sickling rather than fishing, supinating, to the outside. Is there something going on with your right foot?
No, that's relatively.
Yeah.
You treated me for my left foot.
Oh, there we go.
And osteogonomy in my left foot.
Because your feet are working differently, and I couldn't pick it up quickly enough to see what was happening.
I think it's
How funny! I was going to say, I think perhaps you could use some tip post strength in your foot.
Oh,
You
yes.
didn't cure that so well. But you look to be recruiting through your core really quite well. You're really well equally developed in your upper body. And what was your name?
Lauren,
Lauren. So Lauren, your choice is to not be on point.
I haven't on point
Ever? Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah, like I didn't see anything screaming out at me there from an issues perspective at all. So I think that's it, working within the capacities that you have for what it is you want to achieve. Are your hip flexors tight?
hips.
Hip flexor tight?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
tight.
apparent with your deltoid area when you lift behind too. So and I don't mean that from a critical thing. That's not my thing. It's just looking for where your movement comes from, and because of that tightness, it's hinging higher up. So but I expect that's an ongoing battle to keep that free up, to take the stress off that region in your lower back. Yeah. And your deep external hip rotators.
Pardon, sorry?
Your deep external hip rotators down here too. Yeah. Is that all sounding familiar? Yeah, these guys saw none of that. So it's an ongoing battle, but it's good actually. Sorry to use you as an example. It's a great, though, as an example, that once you have pain and discomfort in an area, that will always switch off the muscles you need. Is an ongoing battle, and that's the point I didn't make in my talks today, and I should have. Is that whenever there is an underlying issue and there is any discomfort, the remedial, the basic exercises must always be done there. And we, with the ballet, with the Australian Ballet, you can always tell if your dancers have got slack or forgotten or run out of time to do the basic stuff, because it always comes back to the onset of the issue and they go back to the remedial thing. So it's just always good to remember, if you have any discomfort, you never get to let go of those remedial exercises.
Do you know what, Rose? One thing,
Yes.
I'll be 50 this year,
Yes?
and I think the only reason why I'm still dancing is because I never went past my inherent limitations in my body. I
Yeah.
think it's because you know what you can do, you know what you can't do, and I think that's really
Yeah, certainly working within. And which brings me to another point of saying, movement is amazing and fantastic, and we should all do more of it. So, yeah, if you move within your capacity, you should keep pushing it, or you lose the capacity that you have.
Yeah.
And I think it shows up that, balance is something that you can maintain to quite a high level, for a long time. And if you maintain the balance, that's where both your safety and your movement will come from, So if you're just working at that within your limits too, you may still get better in some fashion around that balance point, because if you're very aware of where it is moving, the centre of gravity, then if you can get up into that, it doesn't take a lot of then extra effort to hold you there while you're actually moving around that point. And I guess that's what, a lot of the ballet particularly shows up all the time, because it's all happening very specifically there. Some of the other genres we can let ourselves fall a lot more in a sense, and catch and that sort of thing. But so, yeah, it's...
Which makes me think another thing I failed to mention is, I mentioned all the benefits of dance and exercise, but how they manifest in a greater way as we age and as our hormonal levels change. And for calcium retention, providing nutrition, and there is no other factors, the dynamic load on a good floor like this is actually super healthy for bony health. You just need to do something upside down on your hands occasionally to wake better in your arms.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.